As I started working in the Boys and Girls Club, I began to realize the tremendous impact it was having on the lives of young people. And I also began to realize the tremendous potential and innocence that many of these young people had. But as they grew, unless there was some guidance, some intervention, some effort to help them along the way, many of them would not succeed.
It's often so important for these kids to have someone outside the home, not their parent, to talk to them and to relate to them. And I feel like we do such a really good job with each of the kids individually to identify, you know, what does this particular child need, and how can we help this particular child.
Great futures start here.
Boys and Girls Clubs of Delaware started in 1931, actually at the second floor of the Queen Theater.
Back in those days, when everyone was poor and there was no place to go, you know, except on the corners and back alleys. And we just loved coming because it was a gym and it was a real ball and a paper ball. And we just loved it, loved the sports. And a lot of times when we would come down to get out, we'd sneak into the movies. Yeah.
Children are faced with much more negative temptation now, whether it's violence or drugs or just witnessing things in their neighborhood that kids shouldn't have to witness. So I think now, even more so than before, the club's very important in giving kids that positive place to be.
A lot of our young people come to us and their mentors and the people they look up to are the drug dealers or the person that's getting by on the street, that's barely making it. And we give them another sense of what it can be.
There's no doubt in the world that we make a difference in the lives of kids. Helping support them at critical times in their lives with critical challenges that they face can make a difference in their school, in their families, and in their futures.
The staff members, especially, they helped me pull me back in, help me get back on the right track, because it was the hard life for me that I was going to live. I would probably been pregnant or selling drugs or doing who knows what, but now I'm in the military, I'm going to school, got my life on track.
Without the club, I honestly wouldn't know where I would be.
When we opened our new Boys and Girls Club in Seaford, Delaware, youth crime dropped 62%.
The club actually keeps a lot of the kids off the streets. It keeps them out of trouble. It helps them out with their grades. It gets them into activities, doing sports. It gets them being involved with other people.
Great futures start here.
I think the reason the Boys and Girls Clubs work is not only because they have proven effective programs, but even more importantly, it's the staff that make the difference.
In the beginning, it was somewhere safe to be at, with my mom working 2 jobs. She was never home. So from the hours of 3:30 to 9:30, I found a place, a foundation where I was always safe, always had adults around me, and always had friends who look out for me.